Our first speaker knows what it means to break barriers. She's built a career leading global teams, helping some of the biggest brands in the world, like Netflix and Twitter, and she helped them to think differently, to push further, and to embrace change. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. But beyond the boardrooms and strategy sessions, she's passionate about something deeper, and that something is helping women break free from fear, expectation, and self doubt. Through her platform, Birds Uncaged, she's redefining what it means to lead and to live unapologetically. So, I want us to welcome the dynamic, the brilliant Nikkia Reveillac.
Thank you so much, Karen. Can you guys hear me?
Perfectly.
Wonderful. Okay, so first of all, happy International Women's Day to everyone. I so appreciate everybody who's decided to spend time with us on this Saturday morning. And I see some familiar faces in the audience, but I'm going to dive right in. And I'm going to start with a question. What does freedom feel like to you? Now, I don't want you to think about what it looks like. And I don't want you to think about what the world tells us it should be, but what it feels like. So just take a moment to close your eyes, if you will, and listen to your heart. What does freedom feel like to you? Okay, so for me, freedom feels like a breath of fresh air. It is deep, it is expansive, it is unrestrained. But if I'm honest with you, for a long time, I didn't know what that kind of breath felt like. I was like holding it in, bracing myself, trying to fit into spaces that weren't necessarily made for me. And I suspect, because a lot of you guys are from Trinidad and Tobago, that many of you may know exactly what I mean when I talk about those sensations. Now, we as women are often given this blueprint for life before we even know how to read it. Be ambitious, get A's in school, but not too ambitious. You don't want to ruffle feathers. Be strong. Do what you can to achieve, but not too strong. Be kind. Be gentle, but like not too soft. All of these are dichotomies that really make it difficult for us to know how to truly exist in the world as ourselves. Now, I remember not too long ago, March 2024 to be exact, when I left the corporate world, a world that I had learned to navigate, I had learned to negotiate and frankly conquer. And by all traditional measures, when you looked at me and my life from the outside, I was successful. But something inside of me was restless. Something inside of me was tugging at the core of who I was. I had built this life that on the outside, I said it looked powerful and really amazing. And, you know, I remember people coming to me asking the question, how did you do it? But on the inside, I truly felt caged. Because that's the thing about expectations, my friends. They don't just guide us, they confine us. And so I made a terrifying but exhilarating and completely uncertain leap into my own path, into my uncaged era. But here's the thing, ladies, about uncaging yourself. It's not just about breaking free from the job. It's not just about breaking free from a relationship, a role, or a title. It's about breaking free from the stories and the narratives that we've been told about who we should be. So, when I used to be a dancer, and in fact, when I had finished college, I moved into the world of professional dance. I learned that fear shows up in your body first. You can feel it. If you can recall a moment when you felt nervous, you can think about the way that your muscles tensed up. Perhaps your breath becomes a little bit more stunted and shallow. Maybe your movements feel a little bit smaller and less open. But the moment that you lean into the music, in my case, the moment that you can close your eyes and go within to just trust yourself and almost go back to 8-year-old you where you perhaps felt most free and then take up that space, that's when the magic happens. So that's the lesson that stayed with me. Fear and being nervous about things in your life that are new to you, it's always present. It doesn't go away. It's a natural part of being human, and it's a natural part of being a woman in this world. But instead of letting it paralyze us, I think the big thing for us to think about is how we can lean in and learn to move with it. Because the movement you step toward that scares you, the moment you step towards it, and the thing that scares you is the moment you reclaim your power over it. So we're going to do a little bit of a visualization again. Think about the times in your life when fear kept you playing small. What if instead you use that fear as a compass, pointing you towards the very thing that you were meant to do? Okay, visualization over. Let's be real for a moment. Let's look at each other in the faces. I could only see some of your beautiful eyes, but I imagine that you all have beautiful eyes, though I can't see them all. Success, as it is traditionally defined, is exhausting. It's a ladder that never ends. It's a race with no finish line. My mom, who's on the call, used to tell me the sky's the limit, but you know, the thing about the sky is that it's limitless. And so if you're always chasing a sky that has no end, when do you stop to rest? But what if success wasn't actually about climbing higher? What if it was a feeling instead of something external to you? What if it was about just feeling whole? So when I think about some of the most powerful women that I know, and I'm so blessed to know an incredible amount of women who are doing incredible things on the outside, things that you can measure, but also feeling really amazing about themselves. It's not their titles or accolades that move me. At this point in my life, it's their unapologetic embrace of their truth. That je ne sais quoi, the thing that is hard to define. You know, when you meet somebody and you're like, I am totally attracted to your energy because you seem to be living a life on the outside that is fully reflective of who you are on the inside. These women are part of my circle of inspirational figures because of their willingness to take off the armor, release their perfectionism, and live fully in their purpose. And it is a terrifying thing to do. Often those people are the ones who receive the most criticism for simply being who they are. So success for me, ladies, is being able to pick up my daughters from school without feeling guilty. It's being able to rock my tiny fro and my nose ring and not feel bad about it. It's being able to go home to Trinidad and party for Carnival, have a good time, but then come on this call and talk about business and being amazing. It's about creating work that aligns with who I am and knowing that it'll be okay. It's about knowing that I don't have to prove my worth. I just have to be. So my question for you is this. What cage are you ready to break out of? Or what cages that have you found yourself in that you're just tired of existing inside of? Maybe it's the fear of failing. That's a natural cage. Maybe it's the pressure to be everything to everyone at all times. Maybe it's the belief that you're just not ready yet for whatever it is that you think is next. So let me tell you this. Freedom and being able to feel uncaged isn't something that you have to earn. It's something that you can claim. I'll say it again. Freedom isn't something you earn. It's something you claim. Right here, right now. And when we, as women, are able to look honestly at ourselves and ask ourselves the question, who am I succeeding for? What am I fighting this battle to achieve for? Does success feel good because I have that role, that title, and I've achieved this thing? Or is it about feeling at one with myself and living fully inside of myself? So when we uncage ourselves, like truly uncage ourselves from the expectations of others, and not just for a moment, not just on this call, but after this call, when you reflect and you write in your journal, or you talk to your girlfriend, or you talk to your partner, or you talk to your kids, fully, boldly, without apology, we don't just free ourselves, we give everyone around us the permission to do the same. And so that's what I hope I'm doing with my own story. Because at the end of the day, you can be incredibly successful on the outside with insane titles and accolades, making a ton of money, but so woefully unhappy on the inside. And so take a breath with me. I didn't hear you, nor did I see anybody's chest rise with the breath. Try it one more time. Take a breath with me. Take up space, and together, let's fly. So thank you so much